if it is your first home like Krista, check this out. She's got her first home selfie that she sent to CityLine. And we actually encourage everyone, if you are just buying your first home, it is such an exciting time, go to cityline.ca/submit. Send us video of that problem room or the first floor. Submit it, and we will get our experts here to answer and help you out. That's the time when you want your questions answered, right?
Yes. Definitely.
So Krista's here in our audience right now. Krista, congratulations on your first home. What would you like to ask our designers?
Well, I'm a bit overwhelmed as to where to start, and I had sent in pictures of our living room, dining room, and I'm not sure if I should try to paint them all one color so that they sort of flow into one another, or try to separate them. And the rooms are long and narrow, and I don't get a lot of natural light in there, so I just wasn't quite sure the right approach to take.
Yeah, it's a tough call, so Karen's going to help you out.
It is. So this was actually the picture when they went through and bought the house. So this is stage furniture. I was like, oh, your furniture is lovely. Krista said, yeah, that's not my furniture. So this is actually Krista's furniture. And can you see what her coffee table is?
Let's see. Do we have some crates going on here?
Yeah,
what is that?
Fruit box.
It's a fruit box.
Yeah, it's a box.
But you know what? The rustic decor is in.
It is, and it's kind of recycle. It's an upcycle story, really. This is a story. Yeah. so Krista, because this floor plan, and it's very typical of a Toronto house. It's the that little living room in the front with the fireplace, and then it has that longer, bigger room, which is supposed to be the dining room. So it's funny that they've kind of given you a small living room and a bigger dining room. And this is a beautiful wall here with the brick exposed, which is gorgeous. So Krista was asking me first about painting and that kind of thing, and I said, you know what, I love this kind of art gallery inspired, very clean, white, and given that the rooms kind of flow into each other, I think it's really nice to keep them all the same color, because we have this beautiful stone wall and we have the beautiful fireplace. And I said, instead what I would do is I would actually add drapery. So she has this little angled wall, which is now her living room, which is supposed to be the dining room. And then there's a big window at the front. So add some color that way, add some area rugs, and keep it really simple. Because what I'd really like her to do in phase 2, or maybe 3, is you can see we have these walls separating the 2 rooms. I would actually like to get rid of these walls and even potentially some of this hallway wall, so we can make the space feel that much bigger. We could see more of that beautiful brick wall. Becomes a real focal point in the space. And by doing that, she can actually move her living room back to the front of the house and put the dining room here, because now it would be one big open room. Because it would be strange to be walking through the middle of your living room with your food. And I said, well, is there an eat-in kitchen? Do you eat there? And they do eat at that table. But the problem is, of course, now the table's at the front of the house. They're walking right through the middle of their living room to eat. So it's not really convenient. The issue with taking out these little walls, and the things to consider is, obviously flooring. So she has the old oak stripped flooring, and the nice thing is it's running this way, so it would be very easy to patch. In the ideal world, we should sand it down and restain the whole thing so it matches. If she doesn't want to go that route right now, we could probably patch it and do a little bit of color matching and get it pretty close. It probably won't be perfect, but that's fairly inexpensive.
It's phase 1. Because you're thinking about the future.
Exactly, because eventually she could redo all the floors. And there will be some probably services in those walls, like a duct or some electrical. So we just have to make sure that as we're taking out some of these walls, it's good to keep some. And what I do in the winter, here's a great trick. So if you're all, finished basement and everything, and you have no idea what's in those walls, in the winter when the heat's on, touch the wall and you can tell where the ducts are. So if you're trying to figure out where you might be able to get rid of some wall and where to keep some wall, if you can keep, because obviously we're servicing the heat to the upper levels, so we need to keep some walls. So that way you might be able to open up and just do even a bigger opening into the living room, which could be really nice.
Very smart. Now, like, I wish I knew you guys when I moved into my first home, because that's the time you want someone to tell you, okay, we're going to divide this into what can you afford now? Oh, nothing? Okay, like whatever you can afford now.
Coffee table?
What can you, what can you afford 5 years from now? What's the 10-year plan? Because you literally have to be thinking about what you want to be doing later now, even if you can't afford it now, right?
Well, we often tell clients that we should do a floor plan for the whole house. Because people, for example, want to do their kitchen or they want to do the bedroom area, and we might want to run services up to the bedroom level before we enclose everything on the main floor.
Absolutely.
Because there's nothing worse than, you do a beautiful main floor and all of a sudden somebody wants to move the bathroom on the upper level, and now you're ripping out the ceiling in the kitchen, or you're taking cabinets down. Like, it doesn't make sense. So you're better off to have a master plan and then run any services or do whatever you need to do for that upper floor. Just do the rough-ins, basically. Because then if you enclose the main floor, everything's ready to go whenever you decide to do that upper level.
That's also, why it's called design planning.
That's why it's called a plan.
That's why.
Yes, we like plans.
Krista, go to cityline.ca, check out our home day from last week as well, so you can look that up online on our website. We talked all about what happens when you remove walls with the beams and everything. So go, you will get a full explanation of what you need to be looking for and why you need to get an engineer in there as well to make sure that you're not blowing out anything structural.